In the words of Professor Black Truth here on YouTube, he says that white supremacy always tries to control both sides of an argument. Well, nothing could be more true than Kanye and Candace. Come back and find out how. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. This is your girl, Smartsistah from the Smartsistah Show, and I am here to talk about Candace Owens and her expose on Black Lives Matter, as well as Kanye going on Tucker Carlson's show West, looking for some sympathy, and his White Lives Matter t-shirt. Now, when you look at the bigger picture, doesn't it seem a little weird that Candace Owens would be at Paris Fashion Week and wear Kanye's shirt, White Lives Matter, right after doing a documentary supposedly on BLM? I wonder why. Now, basically, with BLM, Black Lives Matter is a movement. And black people were not fooled to be running up behind the organization. Because trust me, that $80 million they got, I bet you $79,999 was from white folks. Okay? We don't fall for the okie doke. All right? And basically, Black Lives Matter, that whole thing was so white folks could have a place to put their guilt money or whatever money in, so they could feel better and not have to go out here and really change the system that the way it should be. Okay, so these little gay chicks, nothing against gay women, but they gonna go out here and try to shame folks. They really did it to Bernie Sanders. Say, okay, well, if y'all about anything, give us some money. And then you gonna turn around. They made no qualms about their gayness, and on their website, how the monies, some of them would be used. So black folks wasn't fooled. Like I said, I bet you not many donations were from us, because the fact that they were talking about gay issues rather than the real issue, which is killing black men, was blatant and apparent. However, it was given to white folks and marketed to white folks so they could feel better. If you notice, all these corporations, businesses, all kind of $80 million. Do you know what black folks could do with $80 million? Okay, what did they do? They buying hookers, hoes, paying for all kind of bullshit, buying houses, doing whatever. So what is the point of that? So they can put down the movement. Those of us that are about the movement of Black Lives Matter are shaking our heads, because now BLM is equated with crooked ass gay black women. Okay? So if you think white folks gonna give you some money now, think again. Now I'm not tripping, because black people have got to learn you got to fund all of your own stuff if you really want to be successful and independent. So in that sense of the word, I'm not tripping, because they gave and gave and gave, but they don't never do nothing in terms of making no real changes. And that's what we are about. So these little chicks, BLM, have now effed it up for really legitimate people that were working in the Black Lives Matter movement, that were really doing something. And think about it, they didn't give them nothing. They didn't give none of the victims of a lot of the families anything, or if they did, very little. Okay, so if anything, black people, you've learned another lesson about how things are going to be manipulated and changed to work against you, and you can't trust some of these black folks that are out here, that are poverty pimps, that are out here just to get a dime. And that goes to elected officials all the way down, okay, that use our plight for their own advantage. And we should have disassociated ourselves with them from the beginning. Okay, so that's the one side of the argument that white supremacists have won the day. Because, see, they can say, see, every time we try to help them niggas, look what they do. Look what they do. And even some of us, whenever we trying to do something, look what some of us do. So that's what that was for. Okay, and so I hope they go to jail. I'm not. Anytime you trying to use our people for your own self to make money, I have no sympathy for you whatsoever, because I think about how many of us that did give of ourselves and give our lives to make things better for our people, for them to be just pissed on by a group like this. Now, there are Black Lives Matter groups across the country that are really grassroots, that are really doing what they're supposed to do. Well, more power to you. I don't know if we need to change the name or whatever, because you don't need to be associated with these fools that did this. Okay, so that's the one side of the argument. The other side of the argument with Kanye West, like I said, look at the timing, look at the big picture. Okay, so you down Black Lives Matter, and now you raise up White Lives Matter. See, you get a black person to put it on a shirt, so then now white folks can freely wear it and feel like, look, Kanye put it out there, it is true. We'll start singing the Kumbaya song, and, all the racists was going to wear it anyway. But, now folks can feel better because Kanye made a shirt, so it's okay because a black person said white lives matter. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, look, so now we can openly wear our shirts without feeling any animosity at all toward anyone, because we are just talking about our lives now and how important all lives matter. Here we go. Okay, and so some people think, oh, well, maybe after the Tucker Carlson interview, when he said some true things. I'll never say Kanye ain't crazy. He's confused. That's all. That is all. The stuff he said about us owning stuff, black businesses, this, that, and the third. A broke clock is right twice a day. So, yes, he said a few good things, but that does not negate the fact that you are a tool and you being used. How in the hell else you own Tucker Carlson? You think Tucker Carlson is going to put any real black person talking about some real stuff on Fox News? I don't think so. See, we got to quit falling for, look, Tucker Carlson so who the fuck is he? And he ain't nobody. He's a tool. He's a racist bastard too. Just like the whole network at Fox News. So you got to understand, like I said, white people stay on code. That is just a total example. You get Candace to talk about black folks. You get Kanye to boost white folks, and boom, they balance each other out. Can't you see the big picture? How is that all this stuff just happened to time to be together? And she gonna even show up at Paris Fashion Week to wear the stuff. Candace, I mean. So, with her, well, we won't go there. But like I said, they both still black. When you get through, as much as they get on my damn nerves, they still black. And what we got to do, though, is start disassociating with anything that has to do with them, and they just cannot come to the cookout. I'm sorry. Just like the white folks can't come, they can't come neither. It's okay. They'll be okay because they're getting paid by their masters that's going to tell them what to do. So that's how white folks is controlling both sides of the argument. Get rid of the Negroes, get it to where won't nobody give a damn about Black Lives Matter, all the way to, yes, let's wear proudly our White Lives Matter shirts because that's important too. Well, your life ain't in danger like ours is, but I digress. What are we gonna do, y'all? And that's what I ask every time. I don't care about Kanye because he done been with that white woman too long, and his brain is fried. He needs a sister. That's what he needs. But he don't want one. So what I give a damn, really, about some of the stuff he got to say. Because until you put your money where your mouth is, and he has to a degree with the school named after his mama, and a few little things. But my thing is, when are people going to really put their money where their mouth is? And that's all of us, not just him. That's all of us. We all can contribute and make some stuff happen with the 3 pennies we got to rub together. Okay? So we need to get on code, as I said. Being on code, you don't have to worry about people like that because they going to do what they going to do. Candace is trying to make her coin. So they going to always trot her black ass out to talk about black people because she ain't never said nothing about nobody white. And even if she buck up a little bit too much, they smack her ass back down and remind her who she is. Okay? And she's willing to take that. So that's her. That's how she making her coin. Kanye making his coin off of all these clothes and off of all this other stuff or whatever. But now you're realizing, oh, you got black kids. Oh, it's what's happening to black people. Oh, okay, now. Because your kids are black. He's correct about that. Anybody else, go to a Klan meeting and they getting hung. Ain't nobody confused on who those little kids. North, South, East, or West, I don't know all the damn names, Saint, whoever, they black. They gonna get stopped by the police. They gonna get treated the same way. If Kim isn't around trying to talk so sexy and low, she can't be around them their whole life. Okay? her trifling ass mama. Okay? So, y'all, just start looking at the big picture. You don't have to just jump at everything somebody says and does. Step back once for a minute and look at the whole picture and look at who are the stakeholders, who are the people that are going to make well on whatever is going on, who are the people that are on code trying to get their white supremacist stuff across. Because the bottom line with white people staying on code is to always promote white supremacy no matter what. So everybody else can go sit down. That's what they do. That's why Professor Black Truth says that they're trying to control both sides of the argument so they can stay in control, period. That's the whole point. So, but their time is coming. They know it. Everybody else knows it. We just got to make it happen because we can. They are not God as long as they put their drawers on one leg at a time like everybody else. They can have power, but they don't have the ultimate power. Okay? So I will see y'all next time. Thanks for coming by. Join the channel. Join all of my this video is turned into a podcast, and you can find my podcast on Apple, Google Play, Stitcher, where a million different places. Just about anywhere you can get, I think I'm even on Audible. So anywhere you can get a podcast, I'm there. And you can, if you don't have time to watch these videos, you can actually listen to them on the podcast. So I will see y'all next week.